today I'm going to be doing a talk-through tutorial on how I did this look, and I wore this look in my favorite drugstore concealers video and also in my video asking you guys to ask me some advice. Tons of you asked for a tutorial and like what was on my lips and all that good stuff. So I went ahead and I did a tutorial and I used this lipstick, and I also used this one by CoverGirl. It's a really dark vampy purple. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. But this is like kind of inspired by Rihanna, so I'll like insert a picture so you guys can kind of see where I gained some inspiration from. I saw this picture of her and I was just like, how are you so perfect? And I loved her eyes. It was really dark in the crease, and then I could tell she had like a little bit of pink on her lids, and then she was wearing a really dark lipstick. So this is like semi-inspired from her, but that's just kind of how I came up with this look. Sorry this intro was so long, that was not the plan. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start off by priming my face. I'm using one of my favorite primers at the moment. It is the Master Prime. This is the Blur and Illuminate one. I'm almost out of the Blur and Smooth, which is like the blue one, and this is the pink one. But I really like this because it gives you more of a dewy finish. So I am actually going to do my eyes before I do the face makeup because the makeup is pretty dark and I don't want to have too much fallout and just kind of have to do everything all over again. And I did already do my eyebrows because I had a little driving lesson today. I'm going to use the Color Tattoo by Maybelline in Creamy Beige, and this is one of the leather ones, which basically just means it's completely matte. I'm just going to apply that to my eye. And it's so funny because I'm 18 and I still don't have my license. And one, it's because I don't have a car that I could drive, so there's honestly no rush. Like, I don't have money saved up to buy a car, so I'm just taking it easy, you know what I mean? So with a big fluffy brush, I'm using the Sedona Lace EB13. I'm going to put Oktoberfest in my crease and kind of work from the outer corner and then bring excess into the inner corner. And this is just kind of going to act as a transition shade, and it's also going to help a lot with the blending because we're going to be using a super dark color focusing in on our crease, so we really want to make sure that it's not going to look too harsh, and I'll be able to blend it down a little bit if I need to. So I just kind of build that up. You can build it up as much or as little as you want. I just kind of do it until I can see the orange, but it's not really harsh. Now I'm going to be taking this dark, like purpley plum shade. It's kind of like a burgundy. I just said like 15 different colors, but I'm going to be taking that with a more precise fluffy brush. This one is just by Coastal Scents, and I'm going to start working that right in the crease, but I'm going to do it very lightly because we're going to be adding on to this later after we add our lid color, but we kind of just want to start building that up. You kind of want to focus it just on the outer part of your eye for now. This look is honestly just a lot of blending. Now we're going to be mixing two colors together for the lid. I'm going to take light apricot or apricot, however you pronounce that. This is by Coastal Scents, and it's just a light shimmery pink shade, and then I'm going to be mixing that with this very light shade in the Chocolate Bar palette. So I'm using my Sedona Lace 305, and I'm just going to mix those together and then just apply it to my lid. So I found the best way to do this is to kind of mix them on your brush, and then you can add whatever color you think you need more of. But I think this gives a nice pink shade because the one in the Chocolate Bar palette is a little too light, and the one from Coastal Scents is a little too like orange toned. So when you mix them together, I really like the color that it creates. So now I'm going to be taking that same dark burgundy shade again, and I'm using the Sedona Lace EB09, and I'm really going to build this up in the crease now, so it's going to kind of move down onto the lid color. You're going to kind of like sort of cut crease it, but we're going to like blend it out, but that's the best way I can describe of how we're applying this color. You're going to kind of work your brush basically into your eye and then just flatten it out to blend it and just bring that color in. So I'm taking Wild Raisin, which is one of the Coastal Scents Hot Pots, and a little pointed brush, and I'm going to focus this on the outer V of the eye and this is more of a purple color. So you're gonna want it to look like this. This looks a little crazy, but when we blend it, it's gonna bring that color up into the crease so they mix well. So now I'm taking my Sedona EB09 brush again, and I'm just blending that into the crease. And we are going to top up that lid color because it has faded a bit. So I got more of those two lid colors and mixed them together on my brush, and now I'm just going to add a little more to my lid, focusing more on the inner part. And then we're going to blend this like crazy. So I'm taking Oktoberfest again on this EB13 fluffy brush that we used for our transition shade, and I'm just kind of blending the colors together and then also blending that crease color up a little bit, just so the line isn't as harsh. So now I'm going to line my tight line, and I'm just using my Maybelline Master Precise black eyeliner, I believe. And we're actually gonna head off. We're gonna move on to the face now and finish up the eyes after. So we already primed our skin, so I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I'm almost out of this. I'm obsessed with this foundation. It is amazing. I'm in the color Creme Cafe, and we're just going to apply that. I have no words for how much I love this foundation. It is so good. And where's my brush? Wow, I'm so blind. So I'm going to be using this brush, and this is from RC Cosmetics. I'm not sure if this has a name or anything like that, but it's kind of just like a flat top angled brush. They sent me some brushes to review. They sent me 3, and then they also sent me some makeup quite a while ago, but I wanted to try out the products before I do a review, if I do a review. So let me know if you guys want me to. So now I'm going to highlight with my Maybelline FitMe stick, and this is in Maybelline FitMe stick, Maybelline concealer. This is in medium 25. So I'm just going to highlight underneath my eyes, and I'm almost out of this, so I need to buy another one. Let me know if you guys want to see an empties video. I don't know if you guys enjoy watching those. I sometimes like them, but most of the time I think they're pretty boring. But let me know what you guys think, because I could definitely film one. It honestly depends on the person that I'm watching if I'm gonna like it or not. And then I'm just gonna go underneath where I'm going to be contouring. I'm going to be using another brush from RC Cosmetics, and this is more of a tapered face brush, and I love this for underneath the eyes. So I'm just blending that in. So I kind of just work it down and then just blend it. Oh my god, and guys, I found the best contour stick in the world. It just looks like this, and you've probably seen it on my Instagram and on Snapchat. And it's in the color Earth 7, and this is the Iman Cosmetics stick foundation, and I'm obsessed with it for contouring. It looks so good. It's just like the e.l.f. Foundation stick. I definitely think it's like a dupe for the e.l.f. one. Well, the e.l.f. one is a dupe for this one, because this was like $13. But I've actually never heard of this company before. But I think it's more for people who have darker skin. And I'm just blending it in with this small sipping brush from e.l.f. And I find this is the best way to blend this. And this is one of the best blending, contour sticks I've ever used, because it blends so nicely. The color is dark, but it doesn't look insanely dark once you blend it. So I'm absolutely obsessed. You guys keep asking me if I've ever tried, I can't remember what the brand is called. I feel like it's Black Opal or something. You guys told me to get their contour sticks, but I don't know where to get that. So is it at Target, because it's not at my Target? Is it online? Is it Ulta or Sephora? I'm not even sure what the brand is. So please let me know if you guys know, because I would like to try it out, but I don't know where I can find that brand. So we're going to let all of this set and we're going to move back to eyes. So underneath my lower lash line, I'm going to be using that same shade again that we used to darken up the crease. And I'm just using this pencil brush from a Sonia Kashuk brush set that I got one time, which absolutely sucked. And I'm pretty sure I mention that every time I mention this brush, but it was just so bad. But I loved this brush, so I went ahead and I kept it. And you can blend this out too if you want. I might just keep it like this because this is how dark I had it when I did it the first time, but you guys can always blend it out if you don't want it to be this dark. Now we're going to move on to eyeliner, and I'm probably going to do this off camera because I'm not too good at doing it on camera, but I'm going to use the L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic liquid liner, and before I do that I'm just going to curl my lashes. So I just went ahead and I did some winged liner, nothing too dramatic. So for mascaras, I'm going to start off by using this mascara from RC Cosmetics, and this is the same place from the brushes. This is the same place where I got the brushes, and I absolutely love it. It is kind of watery though, so sometimes it like accidentally gets in my eye and it really hurts. So just be careful because it's one of those super liquidy mascaras, but nonetheless absolutely love the brush. The brush is really good. It separates your lashes while pulling them out at the same time. And then the other mascara I'm going to be using is another one of my favorites, and this is the Revlon Lash Potion by Grow Luscious. And you guys know I love this one because I use it in all of my makeup tutorials. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about it like 500 times. So the last thing we're going to do for our eyes is just pop something in the inner corner. So I'm going to be using the light shimmery pink shade. It's one of the bigger shades in this palette. And I'm just going to pop that right into my inner corner just to kind of brighten that up just a little bit. And it's also still pink, so it goes along with the rest of the colors we got happening on the eyes. So I'm going to set underneath my eyes and in my highlighted areas with this powder. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's basically yellow, so I absolutely love it. And I'm just setting underneath my eyes to start with, and then we're going to bring some underneath the contour because we're going to be adding a bronzer on top of that in a second. Obviously on the forehead to keep that area nice and bright. Nose, chin, and then underneath the other eye and the other contour on the other side. To kind of set my contour, I'm using the NYC All Over Bronze Glow face powder wheel type thing. And I'm just using this dome type brush from Coastal Scents. Haven't used this in a while, so I thought I would. And I'm just going to kind of work it on the outermost part. I don't really have anything to talk about in this video. I'm sorry. I'm on my spring break right now, so I've been filming and editing. I filmed my prom get ready with me 2 days ago, so super excited to edit that. I don't know when I'm going to put that up. For blush, I'm going to be using the Pressed Mineral Blush in Wanderlust, and this is from e.l.f., and it's just a really pretty darker pink shade. So I'm going to focus that a little above the contour. I'm not going to bring it down onto my cheeks too much because we ain't trying to look like no clown. And now I'm going to highlight using my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearl, and I'm using this fan brush from e.l.f. It's a really tiny one. In my huge e.l.f. haul, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this brush because it seems a little thin, but I'm obsessed with it, and I just love it so much. I don't know if they sell this separately. I think it may only be in that set that I got, but I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a good highlighting brush. I also love their blush brush for highlighting because it's tapered. So I'm pretty sure I had a pretty intense highlight in that video, so we're just gonna go with that because I always like a lot of highlight, as you guys, you probably know that. Before we move on to lips, we're just going to set everything. So I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set. And this thing is like, I think, $12 or $13. And it's the best setting spray I've ever used. I'm almost halfway through my second one. And it keeps your makeup on forever. So I thought I'd go ahead and I'd show you guys a dark lip option along with the one that you guys saw in my other 2 videos where I was wearing this makeup look, because this is way more, like, it goes more along with the inspired picture of Rihanna. So this is Fine Wine, Fine Wine Q400, and this is the Queen Latifah CoverGirl line, and I found this when I was in Target, and I got the Iman Cosmetics foundation stick. So I really like this. I don't have a lip liner because I left it at school, so we're just gonna go for it. So the application is a little messy, but you guys get the idea. I absolutely love this color. It's so pretty. And if you have lighter skin, this is going to be even darker on you. So if you're looking for like a super vampy lip, get this Queen Latifah collection Fine Wine lipstick because it's amazing. And I believe this was like, I want to say like $6. And it doesn't transfer onto your teeth, surprisingly enough. That literally stained my lips, so I went ahead and I just applied like concealer and then just used my foundation brush to kind of just wipe it down. So if my lips look weird, that's why. But I'm going to use my Sony Kashuk Velvety Matte Lip Crayon in Mulberry Nude 08, and I'm just going to apply this. And this is the color that I was wearing in those videos. And I'm going out, I think I outlined a little bit more just because it's matte. It just kind of helps. So I feel like matte like makes my lips look smaller. I don't even know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you guys would like to see some more like chit chat, talk through type tutorials in the future, or if you like voiceovers better. Let me know which one you like better. I know a lot of people like the chit chat, but I do like to do a little bit of both. So let me know what you guys like, and if you have any other looks that you would really like to see using any specific colors, maybe from the chocolate bar palette. I know I just did one using the green shade, but maybe if there's a different shade you'd like to see, let me know and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. Be sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter at Lawenwoss, and on Snapchat, it's Lawenwoss, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you. Bye.